Hello. Welcome back to Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist. Today, we shall copy an empty save just in case. But today, we are going to presumably finish the game. So, hold on. So I'm seeing two possible endings, maybe three, but two. One where we fight Gilroy and beat him without the ring, and one with the ring. So for now, we'll do without the ring just to see what happens. And then assuming that this game is nice like Ender Lilies, we'll be able to just, you know, go back to our save and then just do the other endings as long as we have to refight the boss. We shall put on the ring. Alright, there we go. That's our last crystal fragment. Nothing to fear. Upgrade HP to maximum. Trust no one. Those were the final words of our Lord. And that is why I do not care for your words. We know the barrier draws its magic from the land of origin. If you're responsible for sustaining it and it is weakening, it's almost a certainty that is your blight-addled mutant consciousness causing the blight to spread further. Surely you must understand this. If not me, then who? Who else is worthy of sitting upon this throne? I shall conquer the blight eventually, and once I'll do it. What? I shall take your place. After all, I was built for the task, wasn't I? Why do you... I have remembered. Why it was that I felt such a desire to return to the upper stratum. Nola. You cannot carry this nation upon your shoulders. Gilroy. Brother. I will have that throne now. Not without a fight. Absolute form. Youch. Ah, what did he inflict me with? The burn? Ow! He's doing the bullshit. Dude, fuck off. What the fuck? Oh my god. Impossible. Me? Bested? Nola, what you said earlier, is this goodbye? I'm afraid so. I understand. Magnolia! Stop! I beg of you! Don't! I do not wish for you to inherit this suffering. Not you. That is why I... Wait! You don't have to do this by yourself. There has to be another way. Alright, you... Nola! I will be watching over you, Lilac. Succession, view ending A. Even if this is a life created for someone else, these feelings of wanting to protect you are my own. Depression. Alright. Oh, that's so cute. It changes. Instead of Lilac, it's now Nola. Okay. Now we, take out... What do I take out? I could probably take this out. I'm not really doing that many aerial attacks. Okay. How come to fight the boss again? Oh, brother. Oh, this means there's gonna be a phase 2, isn't there? Fuck. His phase 1's already hard, man. The time has come to wrest the barrier from Gilroy. Lilac, have you come to a decision? Yeah. If this fails, it could mean the end of magic as we know it. But that isn't a burden you should have to carry by yourself. And I want to free Lilia from her suffering too. Then we shall do this together. Okay, so I guess there's two options, which is A, either use Lilia, or B, don't. I guess, I don't know, we'll see. Trust no one. Okay, this is just what he said earlier. Let me just make sure. Make sure there's just like nothing new. We don't need a throne anymore. What? What if we were to destroy the barrier and unleash the magic from the land of origin upon the reign of death? Child, do you have any idea what that might do? The land of origin's magic is the very backbone of this nation. Without it, humans would lose their means of survival. Homunculi would perish. All that would remain is famine and plundering. Is that the future you wish for? Nobody should have to make the choices we are left with. Neither humans nor homunculi. All we can do now is reach out to those closest to us, brother. And just what is this, Magnolia? An attempt on your part to save me? A conceited gesture, at best. Very well. You wish to see the magic of Origin unleashed? Allow me to demonstrate its power! I shall not yield until this body is naught but a rotting husk! Ow, bitch. Oh, you're such a bastard. Oh god. What the hell? Six sword, man. No, 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 no. I'm dodging incorrectly. Dude, that was fucked up. Oh, you don't think you're slick. Nice. Oh my god. Ow, fucker. I'm alive? Oh! She does get a new attuner art. No! I mistimed! Oh shit, that's cool. Nola gets like a big sword. How come it doesn't... I wish it would tell me what it... I wish it would show it, you know? Oh shit! He's naked! Oh my god, that was hard. We did it. He will not remain out of commission for long. Not while he's connected to the magic of origin. Such is the curse of the administrator. Then let's hurry. Lilac, you are certain. Yeah. If it's the two of us... No. 3 of us. You, Lilia, and me. We can do this. But Nola, if magic ceases to exist, the homunculi will eventually die when the magic in our bodies run dry. A finite lifespan. That makes us even more like humans, wouldn't you say? I suppose. Are you ready? Yeah. Do we get to choose? Lilia, lend us your power. The end and the beginning. View ending B. The reign of death and the magic of origin are no more. It feels strange and refreshing. Is this the end? No, this is where it begins. Let's live life to the fullest, together, for as long as we have. This world might be hell, but we'll live on and fight back, because I believe the choice you made wasn't wrong. Hold on. Oh, and then both together. Is that it? Or, because Enderlist had 3 endings. Does this have a 3rd ending? Am I tripping? Okay, no, it's just the 2. Just wanted to check. Hold on, let me just check to see, because, like, you know, with Ender Lilies, when you beat the boss, it, like, unlocks something new, usually. Nope, alright. Let me also just, do that. And that is the end of Ender, Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist. Oh my god, what a game. Oh my god, what a game. Just... wow. Overall, I think I enjoyed this game a bit more than Ender Lilies. I won't say that Ender Lilies is worse than Ender Magnolia. I think both are... oh, excuse me. I think both are very good in their own ways. But I think I overall enjoyed Ender Magnolia a little bit more. Reason being, let's just start with what I liked about the game. First, I really liked the combat. The evolution of combat from Ender Lilies to Ender Magnolia was super duper nice. Of course, that's to be expected when you make a sequel game. Especially if we're thinking like especially if we're thinking a Metroidvania. Hold on, I need to drink water. My throat is. When we're looking at a Metroidvania, if you make a sequel for it, it's important that the combat also evolves. Now, of course, that doesn't always have to be true in some cases, but it does make the game more interesting if it plays a little bit different than the predecessor. Like I said, it doesn't have to change drastically. It just needs to change in some way because, you know, while the first game's combat was really good, the second game's combat I like a lot better. And the reason I liked it a lot better is that instead of having like a bunch of different, you know, spirits that you can equip and they all do different things, you only had like what, 8 homunculi, I think. Yeah, I think 8. Or maybe 10? I don't remember. Anyways, we have a smaller cast, but in exchange, they all have different things that they can do, right? It's not just like, oh, this one spirit does just this one thing. It's, you know, you have Nola who can swing, you know, he can fight with a rapier, who can fight with a scythe, who can fight with an axe, right? You have Leto who can do a burning punch, who can do a glacial punch, who can do some other punch I don't remember, so on and so forth. Point is that it's a much more, I like it a lot more just because it's a lot less, since it's a less bigger cast, it's a lot more, or it's a lot less daunting to like play around with stuff. So it definitely, it's cool. And not only that, but the way that this game is designed with its world, and how instead of kind of just ghosts, literal, that don't really talk or anything aside from the Umbral Knight, Farron, all of the homunculi that you're with actually do talk and they interact with one another in like the party chats, right? And it's really cool. You get to see like their personalities develop throughout the game, and it's nice. It's nice to have a smaller cast that you can do more with. Like I said, not saying Ender Lily's combat is bad in any way, shape, or form. Another thing I liked, I think overall I like the world a lot. The Land of Fumes is a pretty cool place. I enjoyed exploring it a lot. Did I enjoy exploring it a lot more than Land's End though? In some ways yes, some ways no. If I already, I mean, I can go into like details about like which areas in Ender Lilies I liked more and which areas in Ender Magnolia I liked more, but basically I think that both regions are fun to explore equally. Of course, the Land of Fumes and this game overall is a bit longer and is a bit bigger, so that makes it a little bit more fun. I kind of like exploring bigger worlds, but you know, that's not gonna like, it's not that big of a like point to me. Story, story-wise, might be a bit interesting. This game was pretty interesting story-wise. Would I say it's better than Ender Lilies? I don't know. I think both stories are pretty good. I think that Ender Magnolia, the story pacing was like a little bit on the slower side. But once again, it's a longer game. But for Ender Lilies, I think like the story and like all the things you find out, like the pacing of it was more like, I liked it a little bit more. Just a little bit more than Ender Magnolia. But like I said, I'm not hating. I don't think that the story in this game is super bad and it sucks, it stinks. No, it's still good. I still really like it. What else? Music. Okay. Now, music, I might like Ender Magnolia's music a lot more than Ender Lilies. Ender Lilies has a really good soundtrack. Do not get it twisted. I really like the soundtrack for that game, but I really like a lot of the songs in this game. I just like them a lot more. Nothing else. Just I like the music in this game a little bit more. I think that's more or less all I want to say. I guess like what I don't like about this game. That's a really good question. Well, for one, Gilroy does a little too much damage. All right. He hits a little too hard. All right, I understand that he's like super buff, but like, come on, man. I'm just a poor child. Leave me alone. But nah. I guess one thing I can really say that it's not like a super duper crazy negative, but more just like the equipment I felt wasn't like that in depth, you know? It's basically just like you keep getting bracelets until you just kind of get ones that are better after the other. I don't know. It's not like a lot of cool build variety with the equipment. But maybe I just didn't play around with it enough. But it just kind of seems like you can't hard focus onto like a specific kind of build where, well, maybe not, maybe you can, but how I should say, like, you can't go like full tank or like a full glass cannon kind of build. Which is fine. I mean, you know, this is a Metroidvania at the end of the day. You kind of want to have HP because Metroidvanias are hard, guys. I don't know if you know this. Every Metroidvania and just Castlevania Metroid game to exist is they're hard. Right? But I don't know. I just think the overall equipment system was just a bit simple. I think it would have been cool if it was like there was like a bit more options and just like cool stuff to play around with, like if there was like a ring or something that or not ring, a bracelet that you could equip where like it gives you like a huge attack boost, but maybe it lowers your defense by a lot, stuff like that. Or if there's a ring, or I keep calling ring, if there's a bracelet that increased your heal potency by a lot, but decrease your attack by a bit, or decrease your defense by a bit, so you can heal, but you're not that pinky. So, you know, stuff like that I think would have been just a little interesting, but you know, not like adding that, not having that made the game any less fun. Yeah, overall, I think I give this game, honestly, just like a solid, I don't know. Do I give it a 10 out of 10? I don't know. I think Velgrind, you know what? You know, I might have to dock 1 point for Velgrind, because what in God's name where was anyone doing with that boss? Because Jesus, that boss was abysmal. My God. Like, I thought Velness was a little bit annoying because like the robots or the like homunculi it spawned were like blending in with it, so it made it a little hard to see. But dude, Velgrind was just a treat. Anyways, I'll give this game a 9.5 out of 10. I'm gonna donk 0.5 for Velgrind. Hate me if you want for it. I don't care. Overall, just really good. Like, just really, really good. I like this game a lot. It just, like any problems and stuff in Ender Lilies, they just made better in this game, or just, you know, all the bad stuff they kind of fixed in this game. Maybe not fixed, but they lessened it in this game, and then all the good stuff they evolved it and changed it in interesting ways. So yeah, super cool game. I'm happy to have finally played both these games. I wish I played them earlier, but I can say that for every cool video game out there now. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a very good day.